Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about really the only way to make MT fast and easy here in NBA 2K24. My team with no auction house. Making MT is harder, at least for the person who does not want to play the game. If you don't want to play the game, it's going to be pretty much impossible to make MT this year. It really is that simple. So for people who were mainly snipers and mainly played the game to card collect and not actually really for playing, which I would think is mainly a smaller portion of the community, but it is a community or a portion that was there that more so only play offline, I guess, and then play the auction house. This isn't really the year for them. It makes it a little bit tougher for sure, which is a shame, I do think. If you're not going to spend money and you're like a sniper, which generally the sniping people don't really spend money, it did make it a lot tougher for them without an auction house, and it does make it tougher to make MT without playing the game, but it is much easier actually to make MT in game this year. 2K was not lying about that. I am making 4,000 to 5,000 MT per unlimited game, which is a really nice little stack of MT. Like, I'm making a good amount considering I've won 24 games. Let's just say 24 times 4,000, and that's going to be like 96,000 MT from playing unlimited, just from playing the games, not from any of the rewards from upgrading levels or anything like that. Just from those games that I played. No agendas, no playing the game, none of these other rewards that I got, even though I got another 20,000 MT in there. I mean, I'm probably looking at close to 150,000 MT worth of stuff, especially with agendas and stuff in the unlimited that I've played. Now, is that a ton of MT? No, that's probably only coming out to 15,000-ish MT per hour probably, which isn't a ton, but I do think you can actually make even more MT in modes like Clutch Time and Triple Threat, a game mode like a Clutch Time online game that may take you, I don't know, like 5 or 6, 7 minutes to play max. Something like that can also make you a good chunk of MT, and this is going to be a quicker game than what you're going to play on unlimited. So I feel like you can make more MT off of this, especially since you're getting a vault spin every game. You could get 1,000 MT, you could get a diamond shoe, you could get a series card, a series pack that's going to give you some cards a card that you could quick sell or something like that. And some consumable stuff. Like, you're going to be able to make MT as long as you are selling stuff. And I do think it is a little bit harder to make MT, but the fact that you do make more MT per game that you play really does add up. I personally think it adds up a lot more than it has in previous years. Also, the one area in which I would say you will be able to make a lot of MT is going to be domination, especially the all-time domination, but even this domination as well. You will make a lot of MT from this domination because you're getting shoes that you could quick sell, and you're making MT, but also you get like 4,000 or 5,000 MT per domination game as well, just like unlimited. So you get 4,000 MT from the game, you get 1,000 MT from winning, you sell all this stuff, you get another 500 MT from your other rewards. You're looking at getting 5,000 or 6,000 MT per domination game, and then also getting other MT for completing each division. From these shoe boosts, you're getting other stuff, and then also you get this Hall of Fame badge at the end of De'Aaron Fox. Like, you're getting good MT and good stuff from these dominations this year, and I think all-time domination is even more rewarding with badges and stuff, which is really useful later in the year to have these badges that you can apply on your players. But I actually do believe, despite the fact that it is no auction house, that it isn't as hard to make MT this year. I would say, and yes, I've played the game a lot, but I've probably made 250,000 MT plus just from playing the game in the first 2 days. This is Saturday when I'm recording this. So in the first 2 days of playing the game, I've probably made myself 250,000+ MT from playing the game, and I have played a lot, but that's a good chunk of MT. That's a lot that you can use to buy a player, or you could really buy a team with that, to be completely honest. 250,000 MT would get me Ruby Darius Garland, Ruby Paulo Banchero, Ruby DeAndre Ayton, Ruby Jaren Jackson Jr. So it'd get me a bunch of like, I would get all my big men set. It'd give me Darius Garland, Russell Westbrook at PGs. Then I could pick up Wesley Matthews, Mike Miller, and a couple of bench guards as well as shooters, and I'd be set. Like, 250,000 MT will give me a lineup that can compete in any mode and play at a very high level right now. So in my personal opinion, I mean, I don't think this game is really going to be in that bad of a state, as long as you are grinding. The problem that I have is the auction house tax, and I made a video on the auction house tax that may or may not be released when y'all are seeing this, but it's coming out the same day. But I just think making MT in this game isn't as hard as people are sometimes making it out to be, but it also does take more willingness to grind the game, and I don't totally love that, because I do think it does reward time spent a lot, which makes sense. It should reward time spent. You should be rewarded for that. But I think it's either spend a lot of time in the game or spend a lot of money on the game is your main avenues to having a lot of success, because I don't think you're really going to be no money spent this year without spending a lot of time on the game. Although I'm not sure you were able to be no money spent and have an elite team last year without spending a lot of time on the game. So I wouldn't say it's really that different. I do believe it is actually pretty capable and pretty possible to play this game no money spent, and it will become more possible to do so if they mess with the player market of the auction house. But I don't think making MT itself is all that hard, because you do get so much MT for each game played. You're probably making 10, 15, 20,000 MT per hour of playing the game at a very minimum. It could be a lot more if you pull something good out of a pack or something along those lines. And I do believe it is very possible to be no money spent this year. And I think you could be no money spent right now and have a super solid Ruby and Sapphire squad that you could compete in Unlimited and Clutch Time Online and any other online mode, salary cap especially, and be very, very successful in. And I do think this game is honestly like pretty rewarding to play. In terms of playing the game, it is the most rewarding that it has been for years. Now, the player market isn't great with the tax right now, obviously, and the fact that you can't make MT off of the auction house is a shame, and I do still feel for the people who that does affect. But I don't believe making MT itself right now is actually that hard, as long as you're willing to play the game. And if you're not going to play the game a lot, you're probably not going to have a great team unless you spend a bunch of money. And that's just the way it goes. And that's the way it's been every year. I don't think that's a huge difference this year from previous years. Maybe a little bit more dramatic this year, but not by a gigantic amount. Really just feel for the snipers who are putting a lot of time into the game in that aspect, because that is really the main, I would say, area that was truly affected by the changes this year in my team. So I'm enjoying the game a lot, though, and I hope y'all are too. I mean, I am actually enjoying the game. It's just a tax. If they fix the tax, the game will be in a great place, and I do think it is very rewarding, and I really am enjoying that aspect of it. I'm not really totally sure how y'all feel about it, though, so I honestly would really like to hear y'all's opinion. So if you watch this point in the video, leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all think about the making MT in this game right now, how you feel about how easy it is to get a solid squad, and what y'all's thoughts are, because I'd really be interested to hear y'all's opinion, because I have my own, obviously, but I would love to hear what y'all's think, because some people seem to think this game's not in a great spot, and a lot of people seem to really like it, so I'd be interested to see where y'all lie on that spectrum, I guess. So with that being said, that is going to do it for this video. I do hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment. Like I said, please do leave me a comment. I'd really appreciate some comments on this video. Let me know what y'all think, because I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts on this game. And also make sure to subscribe, of course. And yeah, I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.